We have worked variations of our stitches. We've got to the point now where the bobbins are getting too long. They're actually touching the table. So we're going to show you how to finish off. Now there are lots of different ways of doing this. This is the easiest way for beginners. And you can do it in a couple of different ways, whether you want a tassel, whether you want straight threads to come off the end, how much time you want to put into this. If it's just a sample, feel free just to make sure you do the last stitch on the workers there. That gives them some extra stability and stops everything from unwrapping. And then just cut them off. If it's a sample, you don't need to worry about whether it's going to undo or not. However, if you are using this as a bookmark or you want to do a slightly firmer tying off, again, there are many ways of doing this. You can bunch the threads and tie them with the workers. That will give you a little tassel at the end. You can tie each pair individually with a reef knot. That gives a lot of stability, won't stop anything from unwinding. As long as the workers are tied off first, nothing should unravel. The only exception to this is if you are using half stitch. Because the weave is so loose, I recommend tying each and every pair, starting with the workers, before you do anything else. This particular method I am going to do just uses the workers to encircle the bunch and tie them off. So although I've done my stitch here, I'm going to put the workers underneath that side and then underneath the pairs going towards this side. And then I'm going to work a reef knot. So hopefully you can see this. So I'm going to lengthen the workers a bit, so I have something to play with. And then a reef knot. So we go right over left and under. And pull up as tight as you can. And then right over left and under. Give everything just a little tug just to make sure it's all snuggy. And make sure they're nice and tight. And then you can just cut them off. And that gives you a nice, neat ending without too much fuss, without too much hassle. Everything's tied off, everything's neat. And that is for samples and possibly bookmarks if you are not going to use it regularly or it's going in a sleeve. There are hundreds of methods of tying off, hundreds of methods of joining, lots of different knots to use. That's the one I'll be using on this sampler. Feel free, like and subscribe.